some great news. You fighting Tevin Farmer June 28th. How excited are you, man?
In his tank. So, Golden Boy gave him the offer. He took the offer, so now he got to go to work.
Won that first fight with Cepeda?
So in boxing, punches landed, that means you won the fight. Nothing else. You land the most punches, you won the fight. I feel it was close. It could have went either. I feel like if it went Tevin's way, nobody would have been like, "Oh, Cepeda got robbed." Um,
But let me clear that up for the
Either way.
casual fans. There are some judges that not only judge punches landed, it's also defense and other things that should count in boxing. I believe Willie Pep won a round and didn't throw one punch just off his defense. But now in this era, people don't count defense. So I believe if you look at the whole essence of it, yeah, he won that fight.
Yeah, you can't really you
They
can
could have
you
went
can
either way.
you can argue he won the fight or not, but second fight,
Yeah, the second fight he didn't win. But either way, he's a great fighter because he fought the guy who's ranked number one in all divisions. So, and made them close fights. So this ain't an easy walk in the park for us, I don't believe. And that's why we wanted to fight. That's the fun part about boxing. Challenging yourself, taking the risk and saying, all right, what's gonna happen here? You know, that at least for us, that made us excited. And then after this, we looking for another challenge. Nobody want no whack fights. You ain't building no legacy, getting all these whack cab drivers, tomato cans and whatnot. But you got a lot to go into too much detail. I got into the most detail I could get into per the contract. Um, but yeah, they guaranteed us 5 mil and guaranteed us 5 years of employment. 3 fights per year, and that's the 5 mil just minimums. That's just minimum. Like we guaranteeing y'all 5 million. This is what y'all gonna make if all else fail. So we know we're gonna make 5 million next year alone. So it's like, it was just a good opportunity when you're promised 5 years of employment as a professional on this level and guaranteed opportunities to fight for the world title. You know, you made it as a boxer. Once you get to that point for to the casual fans or the young boxers, once you get to that point, you made it. You can't really get no higher than that because now it's just about you winning the world title. You got the guaranteed opportunity. You could take that to the bank and buy a house because it's guaranteed. So it's first Floyd Schofield free, um, house paid off free. Things
Financial
like that.
freedom.
Yeah, the first
so
one.
it's
So
about
yeah.
So how was that when you found out that 5 fights, 5 mil? How did that feel, Floyd?
No, it wasn't 5 fights, 5 mil.
mm,
Guaranteed.
No, they guaranteed us 5 years of employment and $5 million. So here's $5 million. We giving y'all 3 fights per year, and we're gonna get y'all more money. Basically, it's like that. Like here, if y'all need money, here's money. Um, we giving y'all the employment. Stay with us. Don't sign nowhere else. Stay with us. That's all that was about. Our contract was closing. We was done. So it's basically like, yo, here, resign with us. We good. Follow this game plan. Y'all gonna win the world title, and we gonna make y'all the boogeyman of the division. That was their word. So, you know, let's lock down the future of boxing on our team. Why risk letting our team go to? Because people was contacting, like Jake Paul team contacted Golden Boy, asking what's the right to refusal, like how long that is between Golden Boy and us. So they let their LeBron go. Let's present our best foot forward. Let's get him a very, because the deal is super fair. Like we keep all our merch, all our stuff back in aspects of it. It's like, yo, we got a great deal. Oscar gave us a great deal. So we couldn't refuse it. It's like, but they didn't want us to take the Mason fight because it's like, why go backwards? You're in line to fight for the world title. Why are we looking at Mason? We could fight Mason in a second. You're in line to fight for the interim title if Javante decide to go ahead and fight Jake Paul, or you get to fight for the world title. Why move backwards? So that was their view on it. It's like Mason don't got a belt. Mason ain't ranked in the WBA where you're at. It's like, why go all the way across the street if the WBA said they're gonna give you a shot at the world title? Like, why do anything else but wait for them to give you that shot? So they made sense. It made a lot of sense.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm feeding my son. I'm doing what I gotta do for my career and my family. So I know Tevin coming to fight. I know I'm coming to fight. It's gonna be a good fight. At the end of the day, I mean, I'm getting money out of the way. So
But me as a promoter, I know the fans is saying that kid might lose because kid is coming straight off the bench, and Tevin is a good boxer with experience. It's a hell of a tune-up fight.
he was a good boxer all them other 8 times. That had
That
nothing to
was
do with.
not
I'm just saying, he was a good
that
boxer
was
all them
not
other eight
humble.
times.
Nah, it is what it is. I want to see Floyd. Me as a coach and as a fan and as a dad, I finally get to see my son against a champion with 8-ounce gloves on. I seen him with the other champion, 16-ounce gloves, headgear. Now I get to really see like how my guy gonna do. So I'm excited. You know, because what's the worst that could happen? You go back to the drawing board and work to get another shot. Like, what's the worst that could happen? A loss. Every great fighter had a loss. Shit, Bernard Hopkins had a loss, I think, in the damn beginning. Like some of these people have losses and they
Don't have to be.
no, for real, but it's real.
It's true though.
That defines a champion, being able to pick yourself up and rock, which we not losing this fight. Trust me on that. We sleeping them. If you're gonna put your money on it, trust me, we
No,
gonna
no,
sleep.
I want them to put their money on.
No, no, I'm just talking to my brother here because he always been good at us. I'm telling you, if you're gonna bet that he knocked Farmer out, and then you won't be shocked when everybody else shocked. We not gonna be shocked. So it is what it is. Farmer is not taking that power, and we will hit him. He's not gonna stay gone 10 rounds. Like we not gonna be
Like
able
I
to
say,
touch him.
let's not act like Buddy didn't want to find a way out his last fight, but that's a talk for a different time.
Now, come on. Now, I believe when this girl get on that ring this time, she gonna be telling them to stop the fight. She ain't gonna be encouraging him to go and fight. And I love these people now. We gotta promote the fight, but on some real shit, I don't think she's gonna let Tevin take the amount of punishment he's gonna take. She's gonna want them to stop that fight. So whether Tevin get knocked out or his wife have to get up there, because we going in to beat his ass. So it is what it is. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna stop this boy.
Now let him think.
We
Let
gotta
him think it's
stop him.
sweet. Let him think it's sweet.
And then after we stop him, between me and you, Golden Boy gonna do their job. They got their plan. But if it was my plan, oh God, if I had a wish, it would be Keyshawn. Because I know Shakur ain't fighting us. Everybody might as well kill that. They don't want to fight us. Yes, we want the Shakur fight. Shakur don't want to fight us. His promoter said, his manager said that ship sailed. That's the decision their team made. So we left that alone, but they did offer us the Mason. All right, cool. But right now, yeah, we want belts. We
Right.
coming
You
after
gotta
belts.
focus on Farmer.
So if we couldn't get him, if Lomachenko got off the bench, we would love it. You know, it's like, yo, we up on that level to fight the champions.
But first, Tevin got to get it. So.
Yeah, Tevin first. We got to prove to the world that we could fight a champion. That's what the world want to see. Like, yeah, let's see what he. Our job is to demolish champ. Imagine we knock him out by the second round. Just make it look easy. What's the next day gonna look like for our career?
You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing.
We worked our life for this. He's in the way. He just happened to be on the right stage at the right time for us to announce ourselves to the world. All right, you can talk to now.
Guys are right here. So listen. So he obviously made a message, right? He said, he you could tell that you guys are friends. He's like, yo, I gotta do it for you. I got the phone call from Golden Boy. And it really got people hyped about it, right? Um, Now, what do you think about his performances with William Cepeda, the first one and the second one? Because they looked like they were two different performances.
But like I said, at the end of the day, Zepeda ain't no power puncher. Zepeda is not like he's not that good to me. He's just a volume puncher. So y'all just gonna have to see fight night. Y'all gonna have to see fight night. But like I said, he was one his corner to stop at the last fight. His wife had to get up there and motivate him. You know, that's a good thing for her. But if you need that, you need some motivation for your wife to keep going in a fight. Come on now. But yeah, that's a sign of weakness.
I
That's
don't.
that. Nah, that's a sign of weakness. I don't care what he say. If my mama gotta come up to the ring and tell me, "Baby, keep going. You can do
Sometimes
this,"
you need that
man.
motivation. That was his
No,
motivation.
that motivation gotta be there either way.
You're
'Cause-
just built different.
No, I'm just
Everybody
saying.
can't be you.
At the end, in my opinion, at the end of the day, you got to go in there with the mindset. You go in there, you could lose your life.
That's
You
true.
know, you got to be able to motivate yourself when it get hard. And if you
That's
can't
true.
motivate yourself, you want your corner to stop you. You gotta have people come up to talk to you. Come on now, you in the wrong sport.
But that's because I raised you like that.
No, I appreciate that.
No, but everybody not like that though.
No,
He,
that's just my
he
opinion.
needed his
That's just my
queen to
opinion.
motivate him, and I thought that was honorable, and I liked
Yeah,
the
it's
little.
cool. It's cool.
I like
I
the
feel like
thing.
every
I
man need a
respect
woman.
that.
Every man need a woman like that. But when it's
Right.
time to fight, she gotta stay.
But
she
this
gotta
time
stay
she gonna
back.
protect him. This time she gonna protect him.
Rough of his wife. I feel like he did a good performance against those Zepeda fights. The first one was close. The second one he got an ass whoop. But you know, now he in there with a different fighter. So come fight night, we gonna see.
I feel it's like he got to put respect on his name now because he's not, like he said, he's not trying to take easy fights. He's trying to build legacy, and he didn't choose to take money. Anybody could have grabbed $1 million. He was like, "Nah, Dad, let's follow their decision."
Cause I guarantee you, once Tevin get waxed, it's gonna be a whole nother conversation. Oh well, this and this and that. So that's
They're
why
not gonna give you credit.
that's why I don't try to prove nothing. I just go out there and give good fights. 'Cause at the end of the day, they always gonna have something to say. They be like, "Oh well, he had Tourette's." Like, okay,
But we're not sleeping on him. We're not sleeping on him at all.
See that, when I talked to you guys before, obviously the Shakur fight didn't fall through, and then everybody was going to be like on your neck of who's going to be the next person, and it had to be somebody at this caliber. um Now that we're here, and now that you're saying these things, Floyd, saying that you wax them, you know what I mean, it's going to be a different story. Is this like a statement fight for you in your career?
lost the chance to fight for the WBC belt, and I've gone through some things in my head mentally. So like, I want to prove to myself, that I'm still here, and that start with Tevin. So, like I said, fight night, we gonna see. We gonna see. I think that's right when JoJo spanked Tevin. I'm not Sparta.
But the bottom line is like, why get nervous now? That's what we've been doing, getting the champions ready for their fights, and they southpaws, and they call us back to their camp because what we do. So nah, kid ain't worried about that. It's a fight. A fight is a fight. It don't matter what stage you in. You getting your ass whipped. So it is what it is.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter his last fight.
People don't understand like a street fight, like a fight. It don't matter what stage you're in. When we cracking, we cracking. Let's go. So that's all it's about. It's gonna be fun because whatever he brings, we know the kind of style to it. We know all 5 styles. So it's like, what is he gonna bring? That's the fun part. And he's smart. That's what I love. And his eye go the crazy way. So then he could see punches that the average person can't see. So like the
Oh
hook,
shit.
that's a fact. I ain't clowning him, but that's a fact. By his eye being cocked, he could see certain angles, like certain hooks that other fighters can't see, that other fighters will get slapped from, but he can't get caught with those. So we want to see the other punches that will work against the other eye, the blind spot, because he has a blind spot because of his eyes. See, it's a science to everything. We about to beat the fuck out of that boy on some scientific
language therapy.
I ain't supposed to curse, pardon me, y'all. But on some scientific stuff, we're going to show the science of boxing. Floyd main style, anybody who watched Floyd in the amateurs and developed, his main style is he's a boxer. He would outbox everybody. That's why Shakur and them couldn't do nothing really to him.
Nah, but I'm gonna say this.
Not even Devin.
When it come to fight night, all that boxing out the window. I ain't even gonna
What,
lie.
you going to crack him?
No, he got to fight. He got to fight. Like I said, I got a point to prove. You know, all that looking pretty, I don't win fights. Y'all seen that in the past. That do not win fights. They didn't win them. You know,
But
I ain't-
they say he got good defense, all that low ducking
that's
and
good for him.
all that slipping back with his hands down to the ground.
Yep,
They saying that type of primitive style is gonna beat us.
that's good for him.
Oh, these guys are clown. We're gonna destroy that boy. And I ain't just doing this for clickbait on some real shit. Look at his style compared to Floyd's style. A person with his style would never beat Floyd's style.
And last
Styles
time I
make
checked,
fight.
what he gonna run his way to victory? What, like, he got 8 knockouts, like. And now you can never sleep on nobody power, but let's be for real, bro. He ain't putting belt to ass to nothing. Like,
It's gonna be a good fight till we put him to sleep. But it's gonna be a good fight.